because they are always playing the victim game.
A relationship and something bad happens, it's always the man's fault.
Nobody's helping me. These men for what?
You got the choice to wear a condom or not.
I mean, obviously both parties.
The fact that we have more women on OnlyFans than we do in the professional workplace are contributing to their own objectification.
Integrity is going to allow her to get some raw dick on the first night. I say, boss, situations he got, what kind of psychological demons he got. 9 months for a nigga you don't know. That's
Hey, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids. Most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can, and you get $250 a month. What the That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much.
Who are you again?
They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that. Good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky. Because the rest of us don't have that.
There's the excitement side, but then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong.
And the rest of us become single moms.
I'm a victim, even when I'm not.
And it sucks, because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom. But the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first...
I gotta pause it for a second because she's just babbling and you hear key points. Like you said, he didn't do anything wrong. So how about you tell us what he did? He didn't do anything wrong, but maybe he wasn't making what you thought in your head he should be making, because you said he didn't do anything wrong. So if he didn't do anything wrong, and he may have, but then you said he's a nurse. So I'm deciphering everything and going, he's a nurse. He didn't do anything wrong. What did he do? Guys, let's break this down. It's crime scene investigation time. This is a crime scene. I'm thinking, what did this man do? And I'm right. he did absolutely nothing. Because what happened, I can tell you got certain feelings. You felt like you should have this. You felt like you should have that. You felt like having a baby should be on Easy Street. Meanwhile, the baby dad, you said, did nothing wrong. But you're crashing out because you left him and realized things are much harder. What probably happened, the man probably became a nurse after you left him. You can't do nothing but laugh. Why? Because I just broke it down and you guys can see it. The bad choices you made. And you're going to see that through this whole entire video. Let's continue.
First time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids and then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years to take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars.
I know you.
You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't.
Wrap it up.
My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in. And I do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.
So clearly, I investigate it again. Because I'm listening to what she's saying. She also said she was 21. She said the man said he couldn't have kids. Now, most likely, it seems like she's saying, I can tell from what she said, the man is older, right? Hence, younger girl getting with older guys. She was doing that since high school. Probably didn't have a father speaking to her. I'm not going to say didn't have a father. I don't know her situation because some girls have fathers, but they don't talk to their fathers, or their fathers may not be as attentive. So there is such a thing as a lady having a father, but doesn't have the experience of a father. So that most likely happened. But lady, you were led astray. And you know what else you were led astray by? The music you listen to. Everything around you. Television. It portrays what? Getting it in. It teaches getting it in is the right thing to do. So you deep down in your head, you were brainwashed. And you didn't even see it. And you blaming it on men. It's not the patriarchy. It's you.
Yes, you are the problem.
Actors or actresses by nature, because they are always playing the victim game. You'll never see a woman coming out from her marriage or a relationship and tell you she was the reason why it didn't work out. It's always about the man. The man beat her. The man cheated on her. The man did everything bad. And she did everything good, forgetting that there is no smoke without fire. They don't like taking responsibility of their actions. Women, it's about time. Stop playing the victim game.
Man is in a relationship and something bad happens, it's always the man's fault. Like if his wife cheats on him, they're going to blame him. They're going to say things like, well, he wasn't emotionally there and she must have been justified for it, or he was slacking in some area. They're just going to blame him. Now, if the tables were turned and the man cheated on his wife, they would be saying things like, he's no good. Man is in a relationship and something bad happens, it's always the man's fault. Like if his wife cheats on him, they're going to blame him. It's the man. Then it's the man's fault. He wasn't doing anything to keep her there. He wasn't emotionally supporting her. But if the man leaves his family, he left his wife and kids. He's a deadbeat.
Make it make sense.
He likes to break up his home. And I think a lot of men are starting to realize, what's the point of having all the responsibility with no authority? You have women nowadays who want you to be responsible for the whole relationship, but they don't want to give you no authority. If you want a man to lead, you have to be willing to let him lead. And from what I'm seeing from a lot of women on the internet is they want a man to lead, but they don't necessarily want to follow. They want the benefits of the man leading, but they also want the benefits of being able to lead too and not be a follower. And I honestly think that's why a lot of relationships fail. It's because the women don't trust the men to lead. And when the man tries to lead, since the woman doesn't trust the man to lead, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like a car going in opposite directions. It's like if your front tires are trying to go this way, but your back tires are trying to go this way, the relationship doesn't go forward. It just stands still.
The man is so right. That's exactly what's happening in today's dating market, right? Men are thinking one way and you have ladies thinking the other way. Now, what happened in the past is men were able to lead and they just don't see it. And I'll be honest. I'll say what's happened. The college degrees, all of those things, it messed it up. It did mess up the game. It did. Because back in the day, men were leading and leading well. That's why we're mostly around now. The future seems like it's kind of doomed. I'm all fine with that, but you have to understand, ladies, the problem is you. You're blaming men, but it's really you. We agree.
Nobody's helping me. Nobody's helping me. All these men for what? What do you want us to do?
Sweetheart, my sister in Christ, did you call the cops or the Avengers? What do you mean no one is helping you? The car is on its side. What do you expect them to do? Lift it? Roll it over? How? Do you see Mark Henry or the Hulk that's gonna be able to do that? That's why you call a fucking tow truck. And to add insult to injury, there's no actual emergency. No one is trapped in that car. It's just your phone that you really, really want. The best part about that whole video is the person in the background that said, "What do you want us to do?" I swear some of y'all brains are so warped from all this social media that you think that niggas got superhuman strength to lift the car so you can get your cellular device. And I know somewhere deep inside her thought process, her bad driving is because of men.
That sounds like a you problem.
Y'all keep the change.
Oh, man.
If a woman cheats, it's the man's fault.
Why do you think that?
Yeah! Take better care of her.
How is it a man's fault that a woman has a lack of character?
Because if you treated her right, it never would have happened.
I get what you're saying, but how do your decisions as an adult ultimately your decisions as a human being fall on
How
you?
about you be accountable for what you did to her? There's no good men left.
And the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be with it, every poor choice is glamorized, and every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. And so what will happen is they are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project. And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I. And unfortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman.
You can't make this shit up.
You got some nerve, Miss Khan, if that's your real name, right? The jig is up. The jig is up. You've been exposed charging crazy amounts of money for guys to speak with you. And you're not even a doctor. The jig is up. The jig is up. But you've had a good run. I gotta give it to you. You've had a good run. You've been acting for so long, but you're just like you explained. Just like what you said right now. That's you. Let's continue.
Men's fault for getting you pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think that is? Did the men make the choice for you to bang, to have sex, or did you make the choice?
You made the choice to have intercourse.
Okay. Did you make the choice to take an abortion pill?
Yes.
Okay. So how is it the men's fault if you had an abortion?
Well, because they're the cause of pregnancy. How, like, can you get pregnant without sperm?
No.
So who puts the sperm in the uterus?
So I would say that during conception, it's 50-50 as long as both parties consent.
Well, no. Like, I can consent to sex, but not consent to him putting his sperm in my uterus. If we're going to talk about obligations or duty to act, I would say it's men's duty.
Did you choose the
to maintain control of their biological material?
Did you choose the condom, yes or no? Did you consent? Who got the choice to wear a condom or not wear a condom? You or him?
I mean, obviously both parties. Duh. But even if I choose not to wear a condom, okay, like obviously he still has the choice to, like, you know, jizz in a sock, right?
Who made the choice to get an IUD or not get an IUD? You or him?
Well, I mean, again, is choice just dependent on desire, or is it also dependent?
I need a whose choice, him or you?
It's your fault, lady. You're having children, even the white ladies. That's why I love this video. It's not just showing, oh, black women are the problem. It's modern women. There's a lot of problems in the black community, but the U.S. has a modern woman problem, and it's horrible. Seriously, and it's not all U.S. women. I clearly show that. Like, you see, I show women all the time that are out there that understand. They even understand why guys become passport bros.
Something that is very unpopular about Rona, liver side. Let's say, Basadi, we can be so abusive, man. You can come for me, it's okay. But it's something that we gotta talk about. Let's say we can be so abusive. We oftentimes how abusive, how toxic men can be. But we not so often talk about how toxic Rona can be. I mean, we see a lot of men actually committing suicide because you know this thing of saying monaking ku hela go trick. Here go blaya bana ba batho. Helena. Just Helena. It's go blaya bana ba batho. Like, I mean, the way women talk to men, like the way that and then we all complain about men not loving us and all of that. But how do you think
All right. I tried. I was trying to see if I can follow along. This is not for me, but I understand, sister. Your title here, the toxic side of woman that we'll never talk about. It's never us, but always men. I agree with you. Stay strong. I don't speak your language.
I didn't even get a chance to really know this chick before I went in her raw. I nutted in her. We was in love because the sex was good.
Okay.
But now I don't really like this bitch, and she don't like me either.
Okay.
But now we got a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
I got it. We have sex, right? Okay. We get to it. First night, bam. Shoot the club up, raw, right? You're pregnant. You call me a month and a half later because we haven't talked since then.
Right.
Who's the fool for having a baby?
I can't get into that.
We can get into it.
So I'm not gonna say, it's her fault or not, because some people have different integrity, whatever they got. And they,
so you mean to tell me that you have so your integrity? Hold on, you're saying that this woman's integrity would not allow her to not have the baby. But her integrity is going to allow her to get some raw dick on the first night. I say, boss. These hoes want to be holy and sanctified when it comes time down for these goddamn kids to be born.
Yeah.
You want to take some raw dick and you want to let the nigga shoot the club up on the first night and have a goddamn baby with a complete stranger. And now you saying, that goes against my goddamn religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Obviously, motherfucking raw dick on the first night shouldn't go against your religious beliefs. You mean to tell me that you can have hot sex in the back of a goddamn car with a complete stranger? You ain't know this nigga real name. You just call that nigga Ray Ray. You mean to tell me you gonna have Ray Ray's baby? You don't know his family. You don't know what kind of medical situations he got, what kind of psychological demons he got. You gonna have a baby and we carry it 9 months for a nigga you don't know? That's bullshit, and that's your fault if you got a toxic situation because you chose to have the baby.
It's your fault. Definitely is.
Will put a paper bag over your head and still be aroused. So does their validation even matter if they'll get with a turkey or their cellmate if they're locked up? Does their validation even
3 signs that you have a toxic girlfriend or woman in your life. Number 1, she takes zero accountability for anything that happens, relationships and otherwise. Number 2, she sets boundaries and rules, but only applies to you. And she doesn't follow them and they don't think that they should apply to her. That is very toxic. And number 3, if she's throwing a cat at
And I just want to let guys know, if you don't know, I know most of you know, if you don't set boundaries, she's going to run all over you. I've been through it in my later years of my life. Not later. I'm talking about like in my around 28, 29, 30. Yeah, before I moved out here, I've been through it. Set those boundaries.
a huge red flag, because she is not after she is after your wallet. I promise you, once she gets what she wants, that will stop. Stay safe out there, no street guys, and let me know in the comments what you think, or if you want me to cover a specific topic, comment down below, or send me videos that you see, because I love to stitch people.
More than men, and yet the men are still getting blamed. Let me explain. Men got to a point where they said, fine, we'll respect you. We're not going to look at you. We're not going to touch you. We're not going to make any single advances. You can see it here on the internet that men have given up approaching women altogether. So what did women do? They got on the internet. They're posting their boobs. They're posting their butt. They're being revealing. But then they're upset about the men in their DMs or the men in their comments or men being creepy when y'all have objectified yourselves and you're still blaming the men for it. The fact that we have more women on OnlyFans than we do in the professional workplace tells you a lot about how women are contributing to their own objectification and sexualization of themselves. The irony of women complaining the way that they do is that there's gray sweatpants season for a reason, where women spend an entire winter sexualizing men and you don't hear the men in an uproar. So let me get this straight. When you're being sexualized, it's not okay. But when men are being sexualized and objectified, it's okay. And the bottom line is, everyone knows that a woman's currency is attention. So y'all do this for attention and then claim that you don't do it for male validation. Just admit it. It's for male validation. The internet has convinced a lot of these women that they're 10s out of 10, so they automatically assume that a man walking down the street, looking at the scenery and people around him, that means that he's looking at her and finds her attractive. Well, newsflash, not all men are going to find you attractive. It just sounds like another excuse to blame men, but the reality is that women have objectified themselves more than men, and the men are still getting blamed.
I couldn't agree more.
Why do you guys always blame the other woman for cheating? It's your boyfriend or husband's fault for cheating. It's not the girl. If your boyfriend didn't want to cheat, or husband didn't want to cheat, they wouldn't cheat. A loyal man will stay loyal. If they're cheating, it's because they wanted to, okay? It's not because there's another woman who tempted them, no. It's completely the man's fault. Completely the man's fault. First of all, he's engaging it. So that means he should have just shut her down the first time, but like, no, like, this is never happening. Like, get out of my face. Like, no, but he didn't. Like, it's not there could be sometimes, maybe, but I've never seen one. It's always the man's fault. If the man truly loved you, he wouldn't cheat on you, okay? I always see people like, oh, I want to beat her up. I'm like, no. It's not her fault. I mean, terrible. She's a homewrecker, still a terrible person. But like, it's your boyfriend's fault, okay? He cheated because he wanted to. He didn't have to cheat on you. No. He wanted to. Like, you guys need to understand that it's your boyfriend's or husband's fault. It's not the other girl's fault. I mean, you know.
I left the man that I loved for the man that I deserve. I was in a relationship for 10 years and decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. Boyfriend, and he never cheated on me, but when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them. Love is not enough for that. So I left. It took me years of contemplation, but now I am in pursuit of finding the man of my dreams again, because you're young, you're hot, you might as well live your best possible life.
Well, whoever she is, she's fat.
Especially the one life that you have, the one body that you have. Like, don't waste it away on settling.
The wild thing, everything she said, long heartfelt message to all women of the world. Because when it all comes down to everything, she left that guy, ended up with no one, but still, it was all his fault. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.
Imagine where you will be, and it will be so. Hold the line. Stay with me.
Who's coming?